Thank you very much. That was Kiss. That's all that's going to be left of this interview. Okay, we'll use the beginning and the end, eh? Okay.
Well, okay. Maybe just a little bit more.
21 albums. Do you go into the studio thinking, yeah, this is something new that I can say this time?
I guess we continue to have things to write about because we continue to live. You know, hopefully every
And that's
day
why we have a reason to
live.
To live.
Everybody's got a reason. But truly, I mean, we write songs based on the kind of lives we lead. Miserable.
I don't believe it for a second.
You know, the biggest problem we ever have is cramps from smiling. I mean,
I don't know. I think you guys
fun.
must get home from the road and need to be steam cleaned or something. I mean, according to...
Disinfected, at least.
Okay.
Have our minds cleaned, if nothing else.
Realistically speaking, how long can you keep this up?
We're having a good time. I mean, obviously, if this wasn't fun, we'd stop doing it. You know, we have a great time. We write about, we're not writing about nostalgia. We're not writing fantasy. We're writing our idea of reality. It may not be everybody's idea of reality, but that's what makes horse races. There's different things for different people. We don't tell people to live like us, but for anybody who wants to know what it's like without participating, it's fun.
Nevis in total control as a producer.
When you decide to work with a producer, obviously you want to give as much control to them as possible. You don't do something that goes against what you're all about. We didn't go in and say, mold us. You know, it sounds like a Kiss record. The idea was when there's a difference of opinions, you tend to give them the benefit of the doubt. Otherwise, why would you want to work with somebody? Ron's brilliant because, I mean, he's taken some bands that literally had nothing to offer and has put out some really cool hit records. I'm not talking about Heart. You know, I mean, Heart's great, but
I want Ann.
That's why we worked with Ron.
Everybody keeps talking
Gene
about...
wanted Ann's number.
Everybody keeps talking about this little blonde, you know, give me Woman Mountain. Give me the mass of flesh hovering above me, blocking out the sun. Oh, God! She's, music's good, too.
We now return to In Search of Ann Wilson.
I wanted to talk to you about...
No, absolutely not.
Come on, dive in here. About acting, because it seems it's so far...
Well, then you better talk to an actor.
You know what I love about this interview? This is a classic interview. Not a single question about music. As soon as the music...
Hang on, I'm going to get
Give me
there.
a noose, I'll hang on.
Hang on, okay. Why is it, do you think, that when you talk about metal or hard rock music, people immediately think...
Acting.
No. It's leather, it's studs, it's violence, it's dangerous, it's all those other things. The music comes really low on the list. Now, is that intentional? Is it a problem? Would you rather see it? Music. People don't go, music.
Yeah, but we never claimed to be...
Everybody only sees the final result, which is the showmanship and getting up on stage and doing it. Everything starts and ends with a song for us. You know, boy, we're getting serious. All of a sudden, we got very serious. Ooh. Everything starts with an idea, a song. You pick up a musical instrument, and then from there...
You break it.
You know, we get into the embellishment. The truth is, though, that when somebody sees a cake, the thing you see first is the frosting. Ooh, that's deep. And, you know, you gotta, if you look at a cake and say, hey, it's all frosting, it's true. Right underneath the frosting, though, we've got cake. We've got stuff, songs. You know, even though Kiss scientists have been hard at work for many, many years trying to put flash pods into our records, all you get are songs. Somebody out there has bought those, who knows, 50, 60, hundreds of billions of records or whatever. It's been 21 albums later, and all that's been on the vinyl are songs. So people like the music.
I mean, people don't buy each album in the same quantity. People buy albums depending upon whether they like the songs on them. That's why albums don't always sell the same amount of records. Obviously, when you go on stage, you want to give somebody something more than a live interpretation of a song, because, I mean, that's not what we're all about. You know, we're trying to merge a religious and evangelical experience with let's make a deal or something like that, you know.
When you finally say goodbye to Kiss on the road, are you going to do it in some big extravagant explosion like the band did with The Last Waltz and say goodbye forever?
Yeah, well,
we're going to be the band, and we're going
to do a disco version of We Are the World.
I see.
Yeah, and then that's about all.
That'll sort of stretch you musically, won't you?
That's right.
Yeah.
We're too busy having a good time to even think about it. I mean, you're in the middle of a party and somebody comes over and says, how long are you going to stay at the party? And you just sort of shrug your shoulders and say, well, I gotta know, I guess as long as it's fun.
How are we doing